Today I'm watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer Season 5, Episode 16. I'm really nervous going into this episode given how we ended the previous episode with Joyce on the couch and Buffy's reaction. My prediction, as heartbreaking as it is that she is passed away. Please no spoilers, but it didn't look good. I'm holding out a sliver of hope that there's something supernatural going on, but given Joyce's medical history and the few seconds that we saw her, it didn't look good. So I'm very worried, and I really hope they at least address it, as heartbreaking as that news may be. I hope they at least, discuss it and don't move on to a Monster of the Week episode or something like that. I hope they at least maybe not pick up right where they left off, but at least, discuss it at some point, because I think it would be agony to just keep waiting to find out what's happening. Spike put in this request to make what I can only imagine is going to be a love robot that looks just like Buffy from the guy who made the robot in the previous episode, so I'm very nervous to see what that looks like. That's going to be terrifying. Spike is not handling this rejection well at all. Glory is still out there, and her and Ben seem to be switching bodies a lot more often, but again, the memories don't go with them when they do that, so Glory had no idea that Buffy had asked out Ben and then said, hey, let's, put this on pause. It's crazy that we're this far into season 5. I feel like I just started. It's been a really great season so far. I'm very nervous to see what this episode has in store, but thank you so much for sharing in this first time watching with me. If you have any other suggestions for TV shows you think I should watch, please comment below. And if you want to have a say in what movies or TV shows I watch, be sure to join Patreon. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and check back often for more awesome content.
Still a couple of guys getting it right.
Okay, so it does look like we're picking up right from the last episode. Oh, no.
Mom? What are you doing?
Like, no credits, no opening, just right into it. Oh, poor Joyce.
Mom? Mommy?
And that she's not even, crying. I don't want to see Buffy cry, but just, the look of shock on her face.
It's delicious.
Yes, I'm going to barf too. Everyone's so sweet.
So, Christmas, it looks like? Yeah.
Will, are you in the vomit club, too?
I had too much nog. Oh, baby, want me to rub your tummy? She likes it when I
Oh, my.
stop explaining things.
But, Christmas night, flying reindeer, coming down the chimney. All true.
All true?
I mean, Anya would know, I guess. Yeah.
Presents, so much as, disembowel children, but otherwise.
Yeah, I feel like that was going to take a dark turn, for sure.
No, it's Cajun pie.
Shall I open another?
How do you think we dare?
As long as you two stay away from the band candy, I'm cool with anything.
Yeah, let's not have them making out in the corner again. That episode was insane.
You are a demon child.
Look, all we have to do is just cut off a little bit of the burn. Mom.
No. Or is Joyce, trapped in some dream or something? Reliving these memories? Don't play with my heart like this. We were just having a happy moment, and now right back to reality.
Ravello. It's a house. Ravello near Hadley.
I'm sending a unit right away. Are you alone in the house?
Poor Buffy. Oh.
Home and what should I do?
Do you know how to administer CPR?
No, I don't remember.
Okay,
Oh, poor Buffy.
tilt your mother's head back. Cover her mouth with yours and breathe into her mouth.
I think she's past the point of CPR. I mean, obviously she's gonna try anything, but... Oh...
5, 6, 7.
Oh, Buffy.
Oh!
Yeah, that broke a rib.
Hello?
It cracked.
Is she breathing?
No.
Paramedics should be there in a moment. You might have...
How is that not important? Yeah.
The body is cold.
No, my mom. Should I make her warm?
Oh, my heart.
When the paramedics arrive, try to answer.
Should I make her warm? Oh.
I have to make a call.
Okay, now things are getting eerily calm. Who's she gonna phone?
She's at the house.
Does she mean Glory? These quick zoom-ins, very anxious. Like, a lot going on. Oh, no.
She's in here.
My heart's just breaking for Buffy. There's so much going on for her already, and then...
I'm getting no pulse. Let's lay her out.
This is just so traumatic, obviously, to see this happen, and... I feel like the tumor came back or something. I don't know.
We got her. My God, we got her.
Oh my God.
Call it in the head.
Oh my God, seriously? Oh my God. That's incredible. I thought she was a goner, for sure.
That's what it is, a beautiful...
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh, Buffy, thank God you found me.
I don't trust this. Yeah, oh, I should have known better. Should have known better. That was going too fast. And again, with these quick zoom-ins. Oh my gosh.
She's cold, man.
Stop playing with my heart like this.
7, we have a 206. What's your status?
We're moving.
Location is Beaumont 9 through Vickers on the...
Buffy just like trying to process all this. It's just heartbreaking.
Take a while. In the meanwhile, I think you should sit, have a glass of water, and try not to disturb the body.
Why would she do that? Ugh. And even the way he was like framed, like everything's distorted and out of focus, and like, good luck with what, Buffy? Oh my gosh. I didn't want them to skip what was happening, but it's also very tough to watch this.
Buffy. What is it?
Oh no, Giles. Oh no, Giles. Giles, no, 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 no.
The coroner's coming.
What?
He doesn't see her. Oh gosh, Giles.
Joyce?
They're coming for her. No,
Joyce!
we're not supposed to move the body.
Oh my gosh, Buffy. She doesn't believe the words she just said. Yeah. Oh no, 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 no. I'm so glad she called Giles at least. And to have this no music in the background, just like the natural sound and their dialogue, obviously.
A story. She was telling people that you were adopted.
What a primo biatch.
She's not adopted, she's the key.
Your head explode using only the power of my mind? That's what I'd be doing right about now.
Is that possible? That's terrifying.
Kirsty alert. Hey, Don.
Hey.
Oh, school bullies. Kick rocks, Kirsty. Kick rocks.
Around the object. You just draw the edge of the figure.
Oh.
And
Hey, Kevin.
then give me a
Don't have a crush on Kevin? Okay.
Negative space.
Yeah. What's that all about?
Yeah, and it's interesting to have this, like, somewhat normal day for her before she finds out what's going on.
So I heard you, like, had a freak out and cut yourself.
Wow, okay.
Stuff.
Yeah.
Well, this one time in history, she had this book called Annals of History.
Oh, no.
So she kept saying, Don.
I think we can imagine. Yeah, this is... It's going to be a day she's going to remember for a long time.
Something went wrong from the tumor.
Is she okay?
Oh, no, Dawn.
But it's serious. But
Don.
And having us taken away from the scene, we don't get to hear her actually say the words. We just see their reaction. Oh, poor Dawn. Just gonna be crying through this whole episode, apparently. I'm glad they're like giving it a whole, it seems like, I'm guessing the whole episode will be about this, but that they're giving it the space to process. And, you know, sometimes when a character passes away, they just quickly glaze over it, or, you know, mention it for a few episodes and then it's done. But obviously this is going to have a huge impact on everybody, and it's interesting to show them how everybody's processing it.
Depressing. It's like I'm a funeral guy. Well, this is cheerier.
No, not that.
Purple. It's just that it's so, I don't know. It doesn't mean something bad. Or it can be all royal. Oh, I'm the king of everything. I'm better than you. I have to be. God, why do all of my shirts have to have stupid things on them? Why can't I? We can be there for Buffy and Dawn. Little Dawn. I'm like Amazon, right? Okay. I wish I had the blue.
They're all standing so like closed off, like their body language, they're all like crossing their arms and
Not a lot.
Are they sure this was natural? I mean, glory.
Giles.
That's what I was hoping for, or something supernatural going on.
I mean, they just let her out, you know? Clean bill of health. Dig a hole in your skull. Here's a Band-Aid. Next!
Xander.
He's just looking for somebody to blame, and I get he's very angry, and...
I mean, somebody's got...
Okay. Let's go.
She's like, you can fight me.
Are they gonna cut the body open?
Anya, stop. Just...
And there's just a body. And I don't understand why she just can't get back in it and not be dead anymore. Having fruit punch. And I thought, well, Joyce will never have any more fruit punch ever. And she'll never have eggs or young.
I wasn't expecting Anya to react like that. That got me. Oh. There's the blue one.
Sorry. Some pent up...
Xander.
You punched a hole in the wall. Yep. As he's getting a ticket, of course. What kind of little parking ticket car is that?
An aneurysm. A sudden hemorrhaging from a ruptured arterial vessel near where the tumor was removed.
That's horrible.
Possibility of a rupture and the effects. She didn't even get on the phone, so clearly this was very sudden.
Yeah, it sounds like there was nothing they could do.
Even if someone had been by her side,
My head.
Mom.
it's doubtful that this could have been dealt with in time.
Yeah, it sounds like it was very quickly and painless, which is good.
But there wasn't a lot of pain.
Absolutely. I have to lie to make you feel better.
Buffy's imagining things now.
We handle this as much as I can.
Please.
We will need you to sign a couple of release forms.
Yes.
Thank you, Doctor.
I'm glad Giles is here. Like, we know her dad's not really in the picture,
I'll
so
be here.
Giles can step in and help her with these things, because obviously there's a lot going on right now.
Go with you. No. I still remember how to pee. Do you know where it is? Yeah.
Yeah, and now Buffy's gonna have to be even more involved with Dawn, and
I don't even know if I'm here.
Yeah, she's definitely still in shock.
I have. My mother died when I was 17.
Right, we knew when Tara's dad and brothers came to town.
Because it's always different, but if you ever need...
That's nice. She's trying to, like, comfort her and say she can relate a little bit, and we don't see these two interacting on their own very often, so it's interesting that it's Tara the one who's offering this advice. Oh, Dawn, don't. Dawn, you're not gonna be able, like, that's an image you're not gonna want to take with you. Or does she think she can, like, bring her back or something? I don't know. Okay. Who's waking up in the background? Now we got zombies? Come on, man. Vampires? What are we doing? Oh my gosh, that's horrible. They bought out the entire vending machine. Great.
She's still in the bathroom?
I guess. You guys wait here.
Don't put Buffy through more horrible things. Come on. The last thing I need is a vampire attack on Dawn. Come on! The same episode! Poor Vinny is passed out from the stress. And this, like, tilted camera angle. The cinematography in this episode's been exceptional. Oh my god! Oh, no, 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 no. Come on! No! No! Oh my god! Oh my god, get him, Buffy! Oh no! Oh, yep. Oh, oh! Oh my god! So many slapping sounds. Oh, right in the bits. Oh no, come on, man. Buffy's been through enough. Now Dawn's gonna see her. Oh my, that'll do it. Yep. Oh, oh, bye. Cheese and rice.
Dawn.
I know, my love. Now they both see her. Oh my gosh.
Is she cold?
Oh.
She's gone.
Where'd she go?
Oh, Dawn. Oh my gosh. I know. So that was my first time watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer Season 5, Episode 16. A very tough episode to get through. Most of my reactions, I feel like, were just me crying and being upset. I was struggling to put words together because I was so emotional as to what was going on, and it was just such a heartbreaking episode. Like I said, I'm glad they didn't just skip to, like, a Monster of the Week episode or something like that. As agonizing as it was to see, I think it would have been even tougher to wait to find out what was going on, or if it kind of been in the background, like she'd gone to the hospital and we were kind of stuck waiting again. I think they did a good job of executing a concept as big and as scary as death, and kind of seeing how everybody's characters would process that. You know, we had anger, sadness, denial, and just how this situation has affected everybody. No music really throughout the entire episode, which I obviously feel like it was an intentional choice, because we've definitely seen in this show before, in the Buffyverse and in Angel as well, when a character is happy and doing well, that's when horrible things happen. So when we had Joyce go through the hospital and, you know, touch and go for a while there, but then she was able to come out of it, and that gave us hope that, you know, she was fine and everything was good. And obviously we see that was just false hope and right back to where we were during those situations. And this time, unfortunately, she's passed away. Like I said, I'm glad they didn't skip skip over this and go to like a Monster of the Week episode or anything, but it was just a heartbreaking episode to watch. Obviously no music throughout this episode, which again I feel like was intentional. They wanted the audience to be uncomfortable, and they wanted the audience to focus kind of on the silence and these in-between moments that exist when, you know, tragedy happens. And the writing is always pretty clever. The dialogue in the show is always very intentional and setting things up for either future episodes or relaying to, you know, bigger messages. So for me, what I thought when Dawn was in art class and is talking about, you know, the negative space, it's like, okay, well, that's kind of where we are right now, is this in between this negative space. And it's painful because as an audience member, you know that her mom has passed away, and Dawn is going about her day having no idea what's happening, and her whole world's just about to come crashing down as Buffy walks in. And Buffy has the very, very painful task of telling her sister what happened to their mom, and with Dawn being so young as well, so just very painful. And the fact that the camera had pulled away from that shot, you know, we're inside the classroom looking through the window, and we just see Dawn's reaction. We don't even get to see Buffy's face. We just see Dawn fall to the ground and start crying. We obviously know what news she's finding out, but we don't hear the words that Buffy says, how she describes it, anything like that. We just see Dawn's reaction as her whole class is watching also, and it was just a really tough scene to watch, and I felt so bad for Dawn. Say hi. Okay, buddy boy. I feel like with that scene and the lack of music, they're really trying to show the silence and just these empty moments now that would be in your life after somebody is no longer there. So I thought they did a great job with that. And I like that they didn't try and make it overly neat and tidy. They let people be in pain. They let people show their true emotions, and they let people process it differently. Like we saw, Xander was very upset, punching a wall. He's looking for somebody to blame. He's angry, and that's definitely a response that happens in these situations. Anya, I was a little bit frustrated with, to be honest, because she's so not accustomed to how humans function. Sometimes her questions, like in this episode, can seem very invasive and not appropriate for the moment. I don't feel like that's her intention. I think she just isn't aware, and I was not expecting her to break down and start crying, and then that made me upset, and just her and wondering why this happens and needing a reason for all of this. And Willow, you know, seemed to be the one who had accepted it the most, was still very upset, but, you know, she's like, these things just happened, and you know, trying to play fight Xander was heartbreaking, but so sweet at the same time, because she's like, oh, you want to fight somebody? Okay, well, fight me. And it was just, that whole scene had me in tears. And Willow's so worried about what to wear, and like, Joyce like this one, I should wear this one, and just panicking about how she's going to appear, and just everybody's trying to be in control of little things, and she's so worried about what to wear. And it was just clearly to see Joyce's effect on all these people's lives. And I feel like Joyce was the mother figure for obviously not only Buffy and Dawn, but for Xander and Willow as well, as they were all friends through high school. They would hang out at Buffy's house. We know Xander doesn't have a great relationship with his parents. Willow doesn't have a great relationship with her parents. So I feel like Joyce kind of stepped in to play that mother figure for all three of them. And to lose that role, especially so young, is heartbreaking. Buffy's still only in her 20s, so very, very young to have this happen to her. We didn't see her call her dad. I know her dad's not a huge part of this, but I thought maybe she would reach out to him and let him know what's happening. Maybe in the next episodes, who knows? I definitely feel like Giles is going to be taking on a much bigger father figure role. He's always been there for Buffy, and even at the end when the doctor is explaining to Buffy, you know, okay, well, these are the next steps you're going to have to take, like, this is the process, and Buffy obviously is still in shock and isn't really thinking about next steps. She's still processing what happened, you know, in the past few hours and where they are now and how different things are going to be. And Giles is able to step in and be that person who says, okay, I can take care of this. I will handle this. Like, let me do as much as possible, which I know Buffy is immensely grateful for, and I feel like her friends would step in if Giles wasn't there, but it's just nice to have Giles do that stuff. I also feel like Buffy is going to take on much more of a mother figure towards Dawn, because now she has to. It can't be Buffy and her mom splitting, watching over Dawn, because now her mom isn't there anymore. So now it's going to be Buffy's sole responsibility to not only look after Dawn as her younger sister, but also to look after her as the key, and just a lot of responsibility. Anyway, when Dawn's like, I'm going to go to the bathroom, Buffy's like, well, do you want me to go with you? Like, do you know where it is? Like, just kind of overplaying this concerned parent, like, are you okay? Do you know what you're doing? Where are you going? Like, all of these things. And that last scene when we have Buffy and Dawn in the morgue, we know Buffy has seen her mom in this state because she's the one who found her, which is just a heartbreaking situation to start with. That's, trauma right there for sure. And then to see Dawn's face as she sees her mom laying there, and it was just so painful. I don't think Buffy wanted Dawn to see her mom like that. And when Dawn goes to touch her, that's when they cut away. So I'm wondering if Dawn has the ability to bring her mom back or something like that. Please, no spoilers. We know Dawn is obviously more than human. And if Dawn's in a situation like this where it's incredibly traumatic, will she be able to tap into these powers? I have no idea, but it's just an interesting place to cut. So I'm very curious to see what will continue in the next episode. Spike wasn't in this episode, which honestly was for the best. I feel like it would have just been an incredible distraction, and Buffy just would have unleashed a bunch of anger onto him. Glory wasn't in this episode. Even when Buffy first calls Giles and says she's here, I thought she was talking about Glory, and Giles, as soon as he walks in the door, says, is Glory here? Like, what's going on? That's his first response, because Buffy doesn't give a name. She just says she, and that's their first thought. But Giles coming in that door and have it framed so that Buffy and Giles are talking to each other, but Giles hasn't seen Joyce yet, and just for him to run over, and Buffy's reaction as soon as she says, like, no, we're not supposed to touch the body, her face said everything as she realizes, oh, that's my mom that I'm talking about. And just heartbreaking. I hate seeing Buffy cry. I hate seeing Buffy upset. I feel like there's going to be lots of big feelings still to come. Obviously, this is going to affect her character for the rest of the series. Not even, like, obviously past the season. It's going to be a huge effect to her. I don't know why they chose to kill off Joyce. If the actress had something else, I'm not too sure if it was something like that, or if for the story they just wanted to put Buffy through the ringer even more, and having this arc, for this season of Buffy's mom going through the hospital, coming home, being okay, and then having this, however many episodes later, actually kill her off. Just devastating. I can't even imagine what Buffy is feeling, and I'm glad she has so many friends and such a close support system. And we even had that scene with her and Tara talking about the fact that her mom had passed away, and Tara kind of being the only one who can offer, I don't even want to say advice, but just offer realistic sympathies maybe, and say like, hey, I've been in this situation. And she's also very open to saying like, I understand not everybody feels this way, but it was very sweet of Tara to, offer her experience and her condolences. And even when we see Tara, comforting Willow and offering to find this blue sweater that Willow really wanted to wear, and just being very strong and supportive. And even though she knew Joyce, she didn't know them as long as everybody. And I feel like she can see how much Willow is suffering, and just trying to be as supportive as possible and saying like, no, like, you don't have to go through this alone. We'll go through this together. Like, I'm here for you. The episode, we had that cold open where we start basically the last scene of the last episode where Buffy sees Joyce. We picked up right again from that, and then continue on, obviously. And it was just so heartbreaking again to see those flashbacks of at Christmas, and, her mom being okay, and the scenes in the ambulance being like, you found me just in time, and all these moments that Buffy wishes were true, and then just have them ripped away. And the cinematography in this episode, I feel like they took an extra level to make it extra creative. We had these really fast zooms, and it made me feel claustrophobic and anxious, which I feel like was the intended purpose. And even that tilted camera angle shot as Buffy's, walking to the morgue, and just really interesting cinematic choices that I feel like, even though this show does include some, I feel like this episode they really stepped it up. And that bird's eye shot of all four of them in the dorm, Willow, Tara, Xander, and Anya, just kind of looking at them from above, like this fly on the wall situation, and they've all got their arms crossed, they're very closed off, everybody everybody is, their minds are spinning and trying to process what just happened. It was tears basically nonstop for the entire episode. I was a mess. This one took a lot and was so painful, and just Buffy being Buffy and trying to help her mom and asking if she's cold and should they warm her, and then Dawn, saying the same thing at the end, is she cold? And just, you could just feel how much Joyce meant to her kids, and just the agony of Buffy trying to fix it on the phone and, doing CPR as best she can, and paramedics showing up, and just, it was a horrible, horrible scene to see this go through. And just, like I said, I feel like Buffy's not going to be the same after this. This is going to affect her greatly. I'm very worried for what Dawn's response to this is. Dawn has been struggling, obviously going through a lot, and the fact that now this has happened as well. I'm worried she's going to become reckless or act out or anything like that. I feel like Buffy was in a stable moment before this happened, which should have been, trigger warning number 1, that obviously things were about to go insane again, because as soon as anybody's happy, this is what happens. Overall, a very, very, very tough episode, and I think it would be hard to get through this without crying at some point. Seeing the Scooby Gang's response, Buffy, Dawn, Buffy having to tell Dawn, it was just emotions everywhere. Just such an incredibly intense, heartbreaking episode. I'm very worried to see what the next episode is going to be about, if Spike will be back, if Gloria will be back, where they're going to pick up with Joyce's storyline, if they'll take a time jump. We're also getting to almost the end of season 5, so I feel like there's going to be a showdown between Buffy and Gloria at some point as well. Like I said, I feel like they did a great job for dealing with such tough subject matter such as death. I feel like they tried to keep it as realistic as possible. They tried to show all the different ways people could be responding to it, and obviously the huge effect that Joyce had on everybody's life, and even, Joyce and Giles. I just want Buffy to be happy. I don't know if that's ever going to happen. It's just roller coaster after roller coaster for this poor kid. But thank you so much for sharing on this first time watching with me. If you have any other suggestions for TV shows you think I should watch, please comment below. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and check back often for more awesome content. Yeah, let's not have them making out in the corner again. Should I make her warm? Oh, my heart. Or does she think she can, bring her back? They bought out the entire vending machine. There's the blue one. You punched a hole in the wall. Yep. What kind of little parking ticket car is that?